Now we turn to the latest from Ukraine. Russian forces are pounding cities with airstrikes, targeting apartment buildings and subway stations in Kyiv. More than 3 million people have left Ukraine since the start of the invasion. Approximately 20,000 people fleeing the port city of Mariupol today through a humanitarian corridor. And we have a live look at the White House. President Biden will travel to Europe next week for a NATO meeting to discuss what is going on in Ukraine. CBS reporter Skyler Henry tracking all of the latest developments for us from the White House tonight. Skyler?
Hey, Sarah, so good to see you. Well, first up, we will hear from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy tomorrow. He's set to address Congress tomorrow morning for about 15 minutes, presumably to ask for what he's asked for the past few days, if not weeks, a no-fly zone and for more jets to help push back against Russian forces. That is something that the White House has stood firm in, saying that doing so would potentially escalate what President Biden says is World War III. But as you mentioned, he is headed to Brussels next week to meet with his NATO partners to talk about the situation on the ground in Ukraine, but also show that the Western allies are together. President Biden signed a bill that includes more than $13 billion in humanitarian, economic, and military aid to Ukraine.
We're moving urgently to further augment the support to the brave people of Ukraine as they defend their country.
Next week, he'll go to Europe for meetings with NATO allies.
His goal is to meet in person, face-to-face, with his European counterparts and talk about and assess where we are at this point in the conflict.
Tuesday, the leaders of Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia embarked on a trip to Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, even as Russian strikes continued there.
We see the result of bombing. People died.
The mayor of Kyiv has imposed a curfew. Meanwhile, Russian forces have also unleashed new artillery strikes in Ukraine's second-largest city, Kyiv. In what's likely a preview of Wednesday's planned speech to Congress, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy addressed Canada's parliament.
Close the airspace. How many more cruise missiles have to fall on our cities until you make this happen?
The Biden administration has imposed a new wave of sanctions against 11 Russian defense officials and the president of Belarus and his immediate family members. Moscow has retaliated with its own set of largely symbolic sanctions on President Joe Biden, his son Hunter Biden, and several top administration officials.
None of us are planning tourist trips to Russia. None of us have bank accounts that we won't be able to access, so we will forge ahead.
Canada, the United Kingdom, and the European Union also hit Russia with more economic sanctions Tuesday. Now, peace talks between Russia and Ukraine are expected to continue tomorrow, but there's not much success that has been happening in these past few weeks. You talked about the humanitarian crisis, Sarah. The United Nations says more than 3 million Ukrainians have been forced to leave the country entirely because of the conflict, with millions more displaced because of the war.
All right, Skyler, always nice to hear from you. Thank you, sir.